Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to mod Baldur's Gate 3, the Steam version, on your Steam Deck, SteamOS. I don't actually own this game on my Steam, so shout out to my friend SneakySnake. He's the one that shared his library with me, his Steam library, so that's why I could test this out on my Steam Deck with the Steam version. So shout out to you. Thank you for making this video possible. And without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so before we go any further, I'd like to introduce you to my secondary channel. It's called Growing Up Cooking. Other than gaming, cooking is also a passion of mine. So I'd like to share some of my cooking dishes, recipes on that channel. If you like gaming, you like eating, and you want to support me, please go over there and subscribe to that channel. I'll give you some sneak preview right now.
Alright, we're gonna kill it. You ready? Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Oh god, just put the sauce in. Woo!
So did you enjoy that? Watch the full video at Growing Up Cooking. Links in the description. Okay, let's get started. The first thing you need to do is download the BG3 mod manager. I'll leave a link in the description. And here I've got 4 mods that I downloaded from Nexus. It's actually one mod, Horns of Faran. I'll demonstrate this mod. This mod just if it works, when you create a character, let's say you create a human character, you can't select its horns because it doesn't have horns. But with this mod on, you would have an option to select horns. And this mod needs these other 3 dependency mods for it to work. So that's why I'm going to install all 4 of these mods. All right, that'll be for a demonstration later. And also, you'll need to have Lutris. So if you don't have Lutris, go here to your Discover store and type Lutris. And you see this orange beaver thing, this icon. Yeah, download and install this. All right, that's what we need. And make sure you have your game and you've at least played it once because we need to have the prefix folder available. So to go into its prefix folder, go to Home and then make sure you have your hidden folders unchecked so you can see them. .steam, Steam, and then go to Steam Apps. Okay, and then Compat Data. All right, and for Baldur's Gate, it's 1086940. This is the directory. This is the prefix folder. Okay, if we go in here, go to the C drive, and then Users, Steam User, App Data, Local, Larian Studios. We actually want this path, all right? So that's why we need to run the game at least once because it needs to generate this prefix folder for you to get this path. Okay, so with that out of the way, let's get started. Okay, let's go back to your home directory. First thing we're going to do, we're going to create a folder inside the home directory. I'm going to call it mods. Okay, go inside this folder and create another directory called BG3. Okay. Inside here, I'm going to create a new folder called prefix. This is where I'm going to store the prefix folder for my mod manager. Okay, and here, the mod manager that you downloaded. Okay, I'm going to create another folder inside the BG3 folder called BG3 mod manager. Okay, and then I'm just going to unzip that inside here. Okay. So are you following along? You can pause the video if you want to follow along. So now if you take a look inside my home directory, I've got a mods folder and then a BG3 folder. I created a prefix folder. It's empty right now. And I've got a BG3 mod manager folder, which I've unzipped my mod manager zip. So I've extracted all the files here. All right. So that's the structure. Now let's open up Lutris and we're going to install this mod manager. Okay. So once Lutris is opened up, click on the top left, the plus button, add game. Add locally installed game. Okay, I'm going to call it BG3 Mod Manager. And then under Runner, select Wine. Go to Game Options, Executable. Going to go to the Home Directory, Mods, BG3 Mod Manager, and then BG3 Mod Manager.exe. And then Wine Prefix, I'm going to select Home, and then Mods, BG3, and then Prefix. Okay. All right, and then Runner options, I think you can just use any like Wine GE or Proton GE. I'm just going to keep it at the default, Wine GE 825. Okay, just save. And then now I'm going to install .NET 4.7.2. It's required for this to run. So go here, select the game, go to the bottom here where there's the wine, click the up arrow, and then winetricks. Okay, then it's going to generate the prefix folder for this mod manager. You can see if we go back to our prefix folder, it was empty before. Now it's generating the prefix folder here. You can see. Yep, it's working. So wait for it. Okay, now winetricks is booted up. Select a default wine prefix. Okay. Install a Windows DLL or component. Okay. And then we're going to select this one. .NET 4.7.2. Okay. And it's going to take a while. You've got to click these. It's going to probably take 10 to 15 minutes. I'll probably fast forward this part. But if you want to see the progress, like because it feels like it's doing nothing. It feels like it's doing nothing. But if you paste this command, I'll leave the command in the description. Right? What we can do is we can open up your, click the start button, go to all applications, K for console. All right, K for console. Let me shrink this down a bit. Got a lot of pop-up. All right, and then we can paste this. Press enter. Okay, you can see it's doing its thing. So we know it's working. Because if you don't have this console screen, you don't know if it's running or not, and you probably panic like I do. So yeah, this is good to let you know that you're installed. It's going to download and install. Yeah, so .NET 4.7.2. Yeah, it takes a while. So yeah, I'll fast forward this part. So I'll skip this part. Okay, so that took around, I think 15 minutes at least. So once it's done, it stops and you get that winetricks, like the window again. So we can close the console. We're lucky that we have this console to see it working, because if you're waiting 15 minutes not knowing what's happening, you're going to think it's crashed. You're going to panic. So, okay, let's close the console. And we're back here. So let's check if we got it installed. Click on Install a Windows DLL or component. Click OK. And then you go here and see it installed all this. It installed .NET 4.0, 4.5. Yeah, so that's why it took so long. But ultimately we wanted this 4.7.2. So if you select this, it installs all of it. I think it's like a dependency, so that's why it takes so long. Okay, so now that we've got it installed, we can quit out of winetricks. Okay, go back to our Dolphin, so our file manager. Okay, and go to mods, BG3, the prefix folder. Okay, go into C drive, users, Steam user, app data, local. All right, so see, we've got two locals here. One is the original game. This is where our game prefix folder. We've got this Larian Studios. Remember I told you we needed this. All right, so we're going to drag it over to our prefix folder, the same path, and we're going to link it here. So link. So we linked it. So we linked these two together. It's a link. All right. Now that's done, we can run our BG3 mod manager from Lutris. So play it. All right. Now it's loading up. Okay. And then it says select folder. We don't have to do anything here. Just click cancel. Okay. Now it's booted up. And we're greeted with this, the preference. So let's select our game data path. So we need the game data path, which is, we go back to our compat data. All right, no, let's do it from scratch. Assume you don't know. So go to home and then the hidden folder, .steam, Steam apps. And then you go here. This is where your Steam games are stored, the game folder for your Steam games. So go to common. And then here we got Baldur's Gate 3. And we've got a data folder. This is the data folder we need. So I'm going to copy this path. And I'm going to paste it here. Paste. And then the game executable path is actually it's actually in common. Baldur's Gate 3. Go to the bin folder. And we got the BG3.exe here, see? Okay, so this is where my path is. So I'm just going to copy this BG3.exe. I'm going to paste it here as well. So this is exactly the path of the executable. So I'm going to copy it. And I'm going to paste the executable path here. Paste. All right. So you might want to pause this screen if you are following along. This is the path. Okay. And then, yeah, that's basically it. Basically it here. Okay, so I'm just going to save settings. Okay, and then I'm going to, anything else? No. Okay, just cancel out of it. Okay, so game data folder not valid. Please set in preferences and refresh. Okay, let's see how we can refresh this. Can we refresh? Refresh mod updates. Okay. So I refreshed it. Okay, now import mod. So go to file, import mod. And if you remember, I put my mods in my downloads folder. So home. So I'm going to use this backslash and then home. This is my internal SSD for my Steam Deck. So home, deck, and then in my downloads folder, let me see, downloads folder. I've got the BG3 mod video. This is where I put my mods. So I'm going to select all 4 of these mods that I downloaded from Nexus Mods. I'll leave a link for this mod if you want to use it. It's called Horns of Faran. I think that's how you pronounce it. So I just highlighted all 4 of these. Open. And then it's importing the mods. Okay, so you've got some overrides here. You just leave them here. Okay, and so these are the inactive mods. And this is the active mods. So what we need to do is we need to move the inactive mods over. Just drag them to the active mods. And then go to File and click Save Order. And that's it, guys. That's how we managed to install the mod manager. And you can use this to manage the mods for your BG3 game, the Steam version. All right, let's test it out. Okay, so I'm just close my mod manager. And I'm going to open up my Steam. to boot up the game. Okay, so I've got two Baldur's Gate 3 here. This is the one. This is the Steam version. That's from SneakySnake, my friend. Thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you for sharing your game library with me so I could do this tutorial. This is the non-Steam version that I normally play, which is way easier to do. I've got a video to how to mod the non-Steam version. But yeah, this is the Steam version, which a lot of people have issues with. That's why they're leaving comments on my other video saying, you know, I've got the Steam version. It doesn't work yet. That's why I'm doing this video. All right, let's just launch the game. And let's see if the mods work. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So if you remember, I said that if the mods work, I could create a character and like a human race, which normally you can't select its horns. But now with this mod on, I can select horns for a human character or any other character, any other race. Okay, the new game. Okay. All right, now we're creating the character. And if you see, let me select human race. Then I go select the attributes. Normally, if you go down here, you don't have horns. You can see here, I've got horn style for human. See that? I can add horns to human race. Yeah, that means that the mod is working. All right. Obviously, I haven't tested every single mod, but yeah, let me know if you're using this and, you know, some mods don't work. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think most mods work with this mod manager. But yeah, if any case that it doesn't, let me know in the comments. And I hope this video helped you out. If it did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Okay, so the guide that I used for this video is right here. It's in the Steam community. It's by the Minotaurus. So shout out to you. Great guide. It's really detailed and I really like it. He does all these screen captures and, you know, it's really easy to follow. So shout out to you. He did miss a little part where you have to create that wine prefix folder. Like he does mention it, but he doesn't specifically say that you need to create that prefix folder yourself. And look at this. Look at the comments. So this idiot called Major Bush says it fails entirely. So many things missing, like making the folder for wine prefix and other minute little details. So I think it's minor little details. I'm not sure what minor little details he's talking about. It's probably about you have to close the window and you need to move the cursor, the mouse cursor, to click on the X button. I think that's what he means. Like it's not detailed enough. That's why this guide fails entirely. Like he's a idiot. Like I read these comments and I'm like, yeah. So anyway, shout out to you, the Minotaurus. Thank you for creating this guide, and I'll see you guys later.